Do you want to elevate your designs and have a little dance while you do it? Well, Monique from House of Monroe is here. She shows us how to do that with all these amazing details. Stay tuned. Hello, Greg from Balloon Market here, and welcome to BMTV. And as you can see, we've got a brand new guest. We've got Monique from House of Monroe. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Welcome.
Nice to be here.
It's nice to have you here. Actually in the flesh, obviously. I saw you last week out and about.
Yes.
And so we did a silly little thing. And yeah, here we are. So, before we get into it, you're here today as TUFTEX. Oh, this is what Monique's going to make. Ooh, what is it? It's a balloon hug, isn't it?
I call it a bubble hug.
Bubble hug,
Yeah.
Bubble hug. And so we're going to show you how to do that. But before we do that, I want to know a little bit more about you.
Okay,
So
what do
how
you
long
wanna
you've been
know?
in the industry, how you got into the industry, and where House of Monroe, the name, comes from.
So I've been in the industry about 6 years now. I started actually with my sister's wedding.
Okay.
So the idea was never to go into balloons. I wanted to do like all the higher stuff. So your higher florals, your light up letters, all of that side.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so that was the initial thoughts. She was getting married and she was like, Mon, you need to do my wedding. And I was like, are you crazy? You need to hire a professional. And she was like, I know no one can do it like you can. And I thought, you know what? If I can do this wedding and smash it, then we'll start a business.
Why did she think you could do it?
She generally thought I could do a good job.
all
Yeah.
right.
So so we had the wedding, and yeah, then that's how House of Monroe was born.
Okay, and then you got into balloons at what point?
So her wedding was like in the November, and
Okay.
that January, all us girls were turning 30. So that Christmas, we all got our diaries out, and it was like February, March, April, May. Every month was a birthday. And then it was like, oh, Mon, you can do the balloons. And I was like, okay. And then that's how the balloon side sort of took over.
I see, okay,
Yeah.
cool. And the name, House of Monroe, it's you, isn't it?
Yes, because I'm Monique.
Okay.
And before my sister got married, her last name was Rowe. So we
Okay.
have Monroe.
Monroe. Perfect. Okay, fantastic. Right, thank you for that. Let's get into this.
Okay.
How we're going to do it. Right, over to you.
All right. So I have this lovely base I prepared earlier.
Okay.
Okay. So I like to use a double base. And the bottom size into 8 inches, the
Yep.
top size into 7.
Yep.
I'm using TUFTEX Cameo. The TUFTEX red with TUFTEX Samba
Okay.
inside to give it that nice glossy cherry red.
All right. Okay.
All right. So I will use a 17-inch. So that's the 17-inch Cameo we've got today. And I'm going to put it inside of a crystal clears. As these are self-sealing, we're just going to cut out the valve.
Yeah.
So cut above that sealed line. These are not the easiest to get inside of, but we're in.
You're excellent.
We are in, guys.
I mean, those nails helped, didn't they?
They do.
Do nails actually get in the way of balloons at all?
Do you know, I'm not gonna like. Sometimes they do, but do you know what? Sometimes I feel like balloons take over my life, and they're not having my nails too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Stand by your nails. All right.
Oh, so yeah, probably a bit of air would help get this out. So let's just shoot a bit of air up in there. There we go.
There
Comes
you
out like
go.
a dream. I'm just going to take that little plastic sticker off as well. So now, yeah, I'm going to put my 17-inch inside. And I like to use a metal straw.
Very nice. Oh, it matches your pump.
Of course. So just roll your 17-inch on. Open up the neck and feed that through. We want just the latex just to hang out slightly. And we want to take out all the air. I know the biggest complaint when artists are trying to double stuff, they're like, I've got air.
Air gets trapped in
Yeah.
there, so just squeeze it
So
all.
yeah, don't be scared to give that a good squeeze and get out any trapped air. And then I'm going to tie it off. I'm going to catch both the crystals and the latex. I'm going to catch them both and tie that off. Okay. And then we are ready to add that to our base.
There you go.
And I'm just going to do that by grabbing the neck and tying it on. Okay.
Simple.
So now we're going to add in our 5-inch. I make my garlands by making them as duplets, twist them into 4s or into quads. And then I'm not really bothered about if you're using more than, you could be using 2, 3 colours. There's no sort of pattern to it. I'm just going to start building.
So you're essentially making a little mini garland.
Making a mini garland. And I know there are loads of ways on how people make their mini garlands.
Sorry, what are these inflated to? Or is it not a particular size?
They're inflated to about 3 inches.
Okay.
About 3 inches. And you can make your mini garlands by using a 260. I just like to take the necks and wrap them around.
Yeah.
So yes, that's my 11 quad. So we're going to start with that first, and then you'll have one duplet.
Okay.
And one that's separate. And then I'm going to go in with a 260 to attach my mini garland. And we are using TUFTEX's 260s. And we're going to pull the air out to give us like an elastic band.
Do you want this?
Yes.
You ready for it?
Please. I'm going to take our duplet and just attach the 260 onto it. And do that by just tying it on. I'm going to make sure that my seams are down at the sides. And then I'm going to go in and have that duplet sit there. And I'm just going to twist that in to lock that in so it doesn't slip out.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're going to have the other 260 on the other side.
I see.
And then our one quad, I'm going to go in and make sure.
Let's turn it that way a bit so the camera can see.
Okay. And just make sure that sits nice and snug in there.
Yep.
And then I'm going to figure 8 that on.
So these are essentially your 2 attachment points for that?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I can go in and finish off using the rest of the 260, but I'm just going to go in and grab a net and then attach. And I'm probably just going to tie this on, but attach the rest of my mini garland on.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, roughly, I may want to add potentially an extra quad on the end, but size-wise, I'm happy with that.
Okay.
And now we are going to stick it on.
So that's it. You could essentially sell that as it is.
Yes.
And you were just saying you'd probably sell that for around £45.
Yes.
And that's a decent price, I feel, for that. Details that you've added on there to start with, we've got the beads.
Yes.
So we've shown how to do those before, so you're just going to add those on now.
Yes.
Tell me a bit more.
Okay. So I feel like traditionally for bubble hugs, it's either as it is now, as we've seen it, or people just add florals. But there are so many amazing themes out there, and we can incorporate those themes to bubble hugs. So that's what we're going to do today.
Okay.
I'm going to go in.
I think this is where the money really can be made in our industry. It's where you're adding detail, you can charge so much for it.
Yes.
So you said you'd probably personalise this as well, somebody's name or whatever, or a message on there.
Yes.
But it's these details that really add.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you've just tied one end in.
Fine. So I'm just going to go in, grab the necks. As I'm pulling out the necks, I'm making sure that I'm not tugging on the garland.
Yeah. So you've just tied both ends of that, and now you will move those beads to where you want them to be. So there you go. So you've put 3 of those on there, and you've just used your glue dashes, haven't you?
Yes.
Okay. They look great. So you'd probably charge a little bit more for that, but you're going to show us a couple of other flourishes, shall we call them?
Yes.
That you can add to that. So what's next?
Okay, so we are going to make the cutest little mini
That is very
cherries.
cute. Yeah.
So we're going to go with mini cherries.
I mean, they're actually quite big cherries, really.
Thing.
And you consider how big a cherry is. Actually, it's probably lifelike. That's probably the size of a real cherry, isn't it?
Okay.
So they're not really mini cherries, because if they were any bigger, they'd be giant cherries.
True.
Sorry, I'm being pedantic, but here we are. They're cherry-sized cherries, particularly those ones. I like cherries. Do you like cherries?
I don't mind them. They're not my fave.
All right, well, I'm glad we had that chat.
So we're gonna inflate our 260.
Yep.
Lovely.
Okay.
Okay. So I probably inflated that a little too much, but that's absolutely fine. I'm gonna let just a little air out.
Yep.
Tie it off. And then we're gonna take the green. And then these are what we're gonna make our stems with.
Yep.
I'm not gonna squeeze any air out of this. I'm just going to put the two and attach these two ends together into a nice knot. I want to try and get that knot as small as possible because we are making these cherries super small. So I'm going to cut these ends off. Okay. So now we've got those attached. We're going to take our finger.
Oh, why'd you do that with a nail? Oh. Go on.
I'm going to go down probably about like a tip width.
Okay.
And then once we're in, we're going to pinch. So we're going to grab hold of that knot with our other hand.
Yep.
And twist. And then you can gauge like how, if you're happy with the size of your cherry.
Good size cherry.
Make sure you're holding on to that knot. We're just going to cut the end of that 260 off. And then that excess latex is what we are going to use to wrap around. And we're wrapping around above the knot. Wrapping around above the knot and pull that through nice and tight. And then you can give it a little shape. And then we're going to cut that excess off.
Yep.
And then we're going to push that knot and try and make it as flush as possible so it's not poking out too much.
Yeah. Oh, perfect.
And then we've got a cherry.
Yep.
Okay.
And then how'd you get the other end? Do you just do the same again?
We're going to repeat exactly the same process on the other end. So I want that tail, because they're both bulbous, you kind of want them to sit at different heights.
Okay.
So we're going to take that other tail slightly longer and take that tip. And because there is air in there, we just want to make sure where we're going to knot, because I'm going to create a knot now, there's no air in that section.
Yeah.
Knot that off to give us a bit of like a little mini leaf effect.
Okay.
Okay. And then repeat the same process again on the other end.
Okay, and then you end up with cherries.
You end up with cherries.
Excellent. Okay, so we've got that. We'll put those on in a second.
Yeah.
And the other thing you're going to do is a bow, like that.
Okay.
So how do we do that? I mean, that looks pretty much like tying a knot in a bow, or tying a bow. Is that what it is?
I guess everyone has different techniques on how they do their bows.
I'm not trying to make it seem so simple, because I'm sure I couldn't do it.
I think mine is super simple, because I've seen some which look way complicated. They're wrapping around pencils or what. I can't do that. So I'm going to gauge where I want my tail to be. Even if the tail ends up being longer, we can cut that off, so it's not an issue. And then I'm going to create 2 loops. Because I want these to be real little bows, I'm going to create those loops as small as I can comfortably go. And then just fold it over to create my bow.
Oh, wow, that is simple.
Okay? And then if those tails or my loop heads are too big, I'm going to hold on to that knot so that it doesn't open up too much.
Yeah.
And then just go back in and you can just readjust until you get the size that you want.
Yeah, okay. And then let's put those onto here. And there you go. So you've added the detail there, which is fantastic. So you've added the bows, you've added the 260s, you've added the cute little cherries. Now, you were saying that for that, you would probably charge an extra 15 to 20 pounds.
Definitely.
So that's only adding, if you look at the cost of that stock, a few 260s, a bit of ribbon, literally maximum £1 or £2, maximum, absolutely maximum. But you can charge an extra 20. And I think that wow factor is, the details really matter. And I do think people need to focus a bit more on that. Would you agree?
I definitely agree. I think people need to remember perceived value. So even though our materials at times can be a very small value, that doesn't mean, oh, the additionals cost me £2, so I'm going to add £4 for that additional. We need to remember the perceived value.
So how would you recommend people, because I think a lot of people struggle with this.
Yeah.
They struggle to think, oh, it only cost me an extra £1. I can't charge an extra 20. How do people get over that? How do people get past that whatever's in their head stopping them from doing it?
I think you need to remember your time. So even though, and not that it took me like necessarily 20 minutes to make those cherries, but even though it was a few pence, it was still my time to create them, even though that the product cost was very small. So I think when we remember the time that it takes us to take that few pence, but the 10, 15 or 20 minutes it takes to turn that into money, that's the additional cost that we need to be adding on.
Yeah. Okay. Now there's one thing that you could do to take this to the next level, and we mentioned it earlier on, is personalise it. So put some vinyl on there. I'm guessing you probably do that sometimes.
I do.
And have you got anything you might be able to show us now?
Oh, yes.
What a surprise!
I did prepare some cuties earlier, so.
Okay.
As this is a cherry theme, we are going to add some cherry themed vinyl.
Okay.
And this theme is perfect. This can be for hen parties, baby showers, first birthdays. There's a lot that you can do with this.
So that's 2 colours of vinyl you've done there. Oh, look at that.
So that's definitely like how I like to work. When I'm doing text, if it's happy birthday, probably my client's name, I'll double. If it's their age, I'll double.
Okay.
So I like to.
And what do you use? Do you use a silhouette or do you use a cricket?
I am a cricket girl.
Oh, a cricket
I'm a cricket
girl.
girly, yeah.
Okay, all right, very good.
Okay. So I'm just gonna.
I'll let you.
Thank you. I've got to do it from this angle. Okay. Cherry. Right, I'm going to go here.
And do you normally put this on at the last moment before you deliver or collect?
So this is the beauty of doing air-filled work. You can prep, you can start prepping these the day before, even a few days before. But for me, the vinyl would be the last thing, the last thing that goes on.
Because even though the air does come out of these very, very slowly, it does, you do notice it in vinyl.
So you want to give your bubble the chance to settle. And that's going to reduce the chance of any rippling happening. So if you've done that the night before, even 2 days before, because this is air-filled, this is going to last for weeks. Even if it shrinks a little, by the time you add the vinyl on, if you do that the day it's going out or the day it's being gifted, you're going to be absolutely fine.
So did you learn about the vinyl and everything just since you've been doing this in the last few years?
Yes, all trial and error.
All right, okay.
And there we are, guys.
That is so cool. That is really, really great. And that, I think even just adding that vinyl on really makes a big, big difference.
Yeah.
It's absolutely lovely. So, fantastic. Well, Monique, thank you so much for that. Now, as a guest on BMTV, you get to ask the question of the week. Do you have a question of the week?
I do. So, since we've made cherries today, what's everyone's favourite fruit?
Ah, you went for it. Excellent. What's your favourite fruit? Leave your comments down below on Facebook and on YouTube. Monique, thank you so much again. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. And hit the bell icon. You'll be notified every time we upload a new show. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on TikTok where the fun stuff happens. Be happy. Be positive. See you next time. Bye.